Hi, welcome back to Simply Cooking with Ben Cartwright. Now today we're going to make a banana, coconut and honey tart, fantastic dessert. The base of it is a little bit like a cream patisserie. It's a baked custard with cream folded into it, which is absolutely delicious. Quite simple. We're going to add 2.5 cups of milk to a pot. To that we will add 1/4 cup of honey. Second shout out again to Georgina's mum for this beautiful honey, fresh from Wainui-a-Mara. We have got 2 tablespoons of corn flour. We've got 1/4 cup of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. So we'll give that a quick whisk and then just pop that onto the heat. Now while that's warming up, I'm just going to separate the egg yolks from 2 eggs. With this milk though, something a little bit different. Normally you'd use vanilla. I've been given these tonka beans and I've never tried them, but apparently they're like vanilla and then some. So I'm just going to throw one into the milk and just let that infuse as it warms up. So we will separate 2 eggs. That will be ready to take our milk when it's warm. Okay, so our milk is just under the boil. We don't want it to get too hot. Now what we're going to do is we're going to temper these egg yolks. So what that means is going to pour a little bit of the hot milk on top of the egg yolks, but not all of it. If I were to pour all of this onto the egg at this point, I'd end up scrambling the eggs because it's too hot and the whole thing would be a bit of a disaster. So we'll just put a little bit of the milk in there and that'll bring the eggs up to a temperature as not to shock them, and then we'll pour this all back into our milk mix and we'll get that back onto the heat. We want to cook this at a medium heat. We don't want to get it too hot too quickly, and we want to be stirring this the whole time so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot and cook the egg again. So it's thickened up nicely now and we're going to transfer this back to our bowl. And then we want to cool this down quickly, so we're going to pop this into the fridge. When it's cooled down a little bit, I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter to it. But if I add it right now when it's super hot, the butter will just split. We'll pop this in the fridge for a bit. So our pudding is nearly cooled now, so while that's just finishing off, I'm going to whip 1 cup of cream. When I was training to be a chef, I was asked to help cater a wedding, and we had to do these sorts of things. We didn't get paid to do it, but that was part of our training. And it was at a gardens, and they didn't have any power, and we were simply cooking on barbecues. And one of the desserts called for whipped cream. My chef tutor had me whip 2 litres of cream in one go, and honestly I thought my arm was going to fall off. It was insane. But if you are ever whipping cream and you want it to happen fast, if you whip in a figure 8 while rotating the bowl, you'll get there faster. We don't want to over whip it, so we're just looking for that soft peak consistency. And we are going to fold this cream into our pudding that we made earlier, and then we're going to put it in the pastry. Okay, so I think our pudding should be cooled down now, so we'll go grab that out of the fridge. Right, now to that, we're going to add the pudding to our whipped cream. And we're just going to fold that through with our whisk. Now you can also make these as individual little tarts if you want to. I've chosen to make one big tart. So what I've done is I have pre-blind baked a sweet crust tart. If you want instructions on how to do that, you can have a look at my quiche recipe from a previous episode. Follow the same method, except we're using a sweet pastry. Now, simply going to pour our filling into the tart base. Now you can chill this further if you want to. I'm quite happy to eat this as is. Now the crown and glory on this particular tart is we've got some mini bananas and we're going to brulee them with some coconut sugar. So in this dish I have just cut in half lengthwise some bobby bananas, with some small bananas. Into that I'm just going to cover them with some coconut sugar. You can use normal sugar if you want to. I find coconut sugar gives it just a deeper flavour. And also we're going to be using coconut on the topping as well. So if you don't have a Brule torch, head down to Mitre 10. Get one of these ones. They're really simple to use and a lot more affordable than the fancy ones you get from kitchen supply shops. Now we can go ahead and layer our tart with our bananas. There's no right or wrong way to do this. We're just trying to get the top covered. Now we can top this with some coconut. I've got some coconut flakes here. You can use any variety of coconut that you choose. I think this looks really nice. It's a nice contrast as well, the white against the Brule banana. And there we have it, banana, coconut and honey tart. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And if you want to be notified when we post new content, please hit that little bell. Enjoy.